Mhm. Hello, everyone, and yes, short little stream. In this little stream, I'll be doing three updates. One on the Pokemon Fire Red game, and how that's gonna be a very quick burn down of. I think I'm just gonna extend it to 15 minutes rather than doing 10 minutes consistently because, to be honest, it's just a lot quicker to get that done and get that ready. In addition, I'm finally working on an animation, a short little animation that actually starts off very simple, much like how I like to do most of my things. Just very simple little things that aren't too complex, the basic thing. But but yeah, I'm actually gonna be getting back into animating very soon. Like I'm working on one right now, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. Along with working on less just my little rant about me just going to like weird stuff like fuck. Okay, then I'll be right back. Probably just be in the comment section for the time being right now. But yeah, hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into animation and finish all that fan art I said I was gonna be making. It's an emote. It's like I said, I wanted to like throughout my videos rather than having like constantly recording artwork and whatnot. I just want to go on like a little tangent or just do weird stuff like that. One of the tangents I really want to go on is like the tangent of Pokemon and how insane just my things about Pokemon and other stuff. As far as anything else goes, I'm going to try to figure out how to hook up my Xbox to my computer because apparently it said I could do that. So that means if I can get it hooked up and I can record the gameplay on my computer while playing the original two games I adore, then it won't really be much of a game review as much as it's just going to be me just like going down memory lane and enjoying that. That's originally what the Pokemon thing is supposed to be, but yeah, there's not much interest in that, so I'm just going to do that for funsies. I'm just going to do that for fun. Like, instead of doing the whole you guys choose the Pokemon thing, I'm just gonna like burn it down and give myself a challenge of trying to drag down a Pokemon or use something specific. There's gonna be a gimmick with each episode, or at least I'm gonna try to make it a gimmick. Other than that, that's what's gonna happen with that series. The Tiger plays Pokemon Fire Red. It's just gonna be like, it's just gonna be its own little thing that happens in the background. Since that's much easier to do, where it's just me, me just playing a video game. I don't have any guest stars. I can actually see the footage at the moment, which sucks because I'd rather do it on a live stream. But if I do it on a live stream, the stupid screen recording app makes it horizontal rather than vertical, and there's nothing I can do about that. So that's why I won't be playing Pokemon Fire Red live at all due to that reason. And unless I decide to play it on my computer, but this thing's already going through hell as it is, so that's the last thing I want to do. Okay. But yes, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing I'm just drawing and having fun right now for the time being. What other objects were there supposed to be? All right, I talked about the animation. I'm currently down to like 12 pages after an hour of drawing and drawing in between and making it try to make it look smooth and just I'm trying to make it look nice. Uh, what else is there? Oh, yeah. What else is there gonna be? All right, so Pokemon Fire Red is just gonna be it's just gonna be a basic me just having fun and talking to a blank space for the most part. The animation is gonna take forever to finish. So animating is gonna take forever, and it's unfortunately no. I will not be taking every single individual frame and color it. It's just gonna be the rough sketch style. That's basically what this is. When I show you guys the little animations, it's basically just gonna be the pencil. The pencil is all gonna be pencil. Lucky for you guys, I don't paint or draw my backgrounds digitally. I actually draw them in real life. So you're not gonna be missing out on much, and you're gonna see what I do with backgrounds. In fact, it even starts off in the first second of the animation. So that's a very simple, very basic. The tail's moving, and then it just mutates into something else. I'm not a very. I was getting bored, so instead of doing a very simple animation, it's just becoming another. It's just becoming its own thing already. It could be the fact that I was listening to. It can't be due to the fact that I listened to a lot of loud music and soft music and then you accidentally exit out of your program. No, that's not gonna. I'm not gonna ever do that again. That only happened once, and I refuse to let it happen again. But yeah, I don't know. Right now my channel is just floating in the water and I knew this was gonna happen. So, just keeping tabs on things. I understand that I'm not very interesting right now, and it's gonna be a given. I was expecting to go too far, get get as far as I did. Like I said, I was expecting this to be the end result. Thank you. Yeah, but I was basically expecting this to be the end result, where the only thing I actually get anything of is like, well, I mean, right now it's only just you guys in the live stream, so that's pretty much just it. Other than that, there's not really much else I'm gonna do besides fan art, recording the 10 to 15 minute long episodes of the Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. My first goal is to catch a Pikachu and then use it at least once. Hello, Joseph. And use it at least once against Brock's Geodude or Onix. But Pikachu only knows Tail Whip, Thunder Shock, and Quick Attack. Or it learns Quick Attack. Thank you. I'll be right back again. But let me see. I think I'm up to 13. No, I think it's 11 or 13 pages I have on my animation. Other than that, there's not much else going to be going down besides me drawing that request, focusing on the request that Silver Fang asked for. Drawing Lucy. I say Lucy. You could say Lucky, but it's And yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just burnt out in general. I didn't expect I didn't expect to be making a schedule or anything when I was doing this for fun. But at this point, my schedule is just do what I want and not really care about what else I'm doing. Pokemon Fire Red Series is just gonna. I'm just gonna. The reason I'm gonna do self-imposed challenges is because I'm literally talking to myself and I have no one there to help, to like be a little partner, and that gets a little boring after a while. I mean, you already saw me mess up and lose to a bird twice. If you saw that, which I doubt you did, but I lose to a bird twice. I was looking for a monkey, didn't get the monkey. I got killed. Since that mouse only spawns in a specific area in Verdant Forest, as far as I know. Hello, Friday. Yeah, it is Saturday now. That's what I was a little disappointed that the individual I like that sometimes streams on weekends didn't stream. I was kind of, if anything, but I just missed it. No, no, it's. I just don't know. I know that animation is gonna eat up a lot of my time, so I'm probably gonna have to write time down the middle between the Smile of Insanity comic, which I mean, should be told, I don't really have much use for these emotes. The only emote I'm probably gonna be using is 3, which is like this one, and no, not that one. This one. Yeah, this one. So these 3 are probably just gonna be my main emotes. So I think given the circumstance, that's basically the only ones I'm gonna use. So might as well cut these out. Yeah, yeah. As much as I don't want to limit myself to like only 3 expressions, yeah. I'll add more. I'll add more once my schedule isn't what it is. Because I hate being dull, and me knowing me, I know I'm gonna constantly change from the 3 expressions so frantically that it'll become second nature. But yeah, that's what I'm. Uh, I mean, I could work on the Smiley Insanity comic for you guys to like see where that currently is, since that was just background noise while I was just talking about random things on that video. But I keep seeing that, but I keep thinking something else. But yeah. Let's see what else is there to talk about. Well, I mean, well, I I kind of miss Penny. I kind of miss streaming with Penny, even though when I stream with people, I don't have a lot to talk about anymore. I kind of just went through all the hurdle, obviously shows right now, and I refuse to talk about the comic book series because, and I refuse to. Well, I refuse to talk about the TMP series because that series is I'm supposed to be writing that series right now, but it's pointless to talk about a series you're not working on. So that's why I don't. That's why I don't talk about TMP or before TMP or TMP Ocean Blues. Before TMP will be returning to its comic book shaded art style I did originally. But other than that, there's really not much to talk about when it comes to before TMP or any of the other comic books since I'm not working on them. Even Thunder Strikes, a book I was focusing on it. I Strikes, a book I thought I was gonna be focusing on a lot more, got canceled. Not canceled, it got post. No, basically, yeah, I'm just gonna use the term canceled because that's basically what happens. They're just dead in the water for a bit until I start working on them again, which isn't gonna be happening if I'm studying. And it's gonna be even less so if I actually decide to animate and actually get speech bubbles. But yeah, that series is dead in the water. The only thing I'm focusing on right now is Smile Every Insanity, and that's going to be a rather short read. The only reason it's going to be a very short read is because although I'd love to dedicate my time and efforts to a character, I have, I, I can have fun with and write, I can't. I kind of want to work on my own things. Smile Every Insanity is going to be a fun book, but Smile Every Everyone is going to be an even more insane book. Even if the fights are more quick paced and it's introducing a lot more characters right at a lot quicker speed. But you know, I don't know. It's very difficult. I keep talking to Skullball behind. I keep talking to Skullball behind the scenes, and we just pitch ideas. I literally. I just want to have fun and stream. Oh, by the way, if anyone's curious what the paw, yeah, there's a gimmick in TMP where someone points out that looks oddly familiar to something darker, and Tiger's response is, "I don't care." Someone does ask the question. So well, it's not really the question. They just look at Tiger, and they're just like, "I've seen that design before." Oh yeah, I've seen it 10 times before too. And then Pixel just says, "Oh yeah, my ancestors saw that logo on soldiers." And then they just look at Pixel, and they just look at him, and they're like, "Wrong, wrong time altogether." Then again, because I can't get into TMP, I can't get into the characters, I can't get into that because I don't have anything relevant to them. The only thing I have is a red vixen on a screen and an orange fox that's staring at the viewers. But yeah, I could probably go into the joke about. I could probably explain why Fur doesn't wear a shirt, but it's just the basic idea is just a running joke in TMP. That no, it's not a running joke. There's only one individual that ever commentates on the fact that she doesn't wear a shirt, and that's the Russian man who literally helped lift Russia off the ground and into space, as I mentioned in a stream. I'm not shitting you. They literally grabbed Russia, and when the Earth was getting screwed over, they literally lifted her into space and then landed on the alien planet that manifested before them. By the way, Russia does have a physical form. She's a red priestess that endows her children with the ability of 100 men or some gimmick like that to help them fight off any threat coming toward Russia, and they use that power proudly. The joke is, out of all the races that survived out of all the races that existed on Earth, it's the only one Tiger respects right off the back are Russians. But that's only because I make them a proud warrior race that have this high sense of honor and dignity, and they have a high. They're basically they're basically superhumans when I get my hands on them. That's the whole gimmick. And I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I don't care what other people would think, but I think it's fun. Hmm. I noticed my color palettes are very weak. I don't have much in the way of color palettes. God damn. Oh, I can look around my own room, but hello, but Dante. Hmm. 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 Okay, just checking. Okay, let's see if I can make this anything. Let's see if I can make this thing more appealing. All right, let's see. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is the part where I admit I have nothing else to talk about. Well, I could talk about the animation, but knowing me, since I really don't write anything down, it looks like right now it was supposed to be a Smiler, a Tiger turns into insanity sketch, and now it's just become Tiger's just there. No idea why. I just know that I drew Tiger. Hmm. If anyone's curious about why the bed is the color it is, it's because that's Fur's bed. Yep. Fucking hell. Man, I remember when my streams I remember when I used to have a lot of fun on streams. Now I'm just bored. I took a break from YouTube. I didn't take a break as much as I just stepped away for a little bit, which is technically taking a break from YouTube, but I was still drawing. And now I'm trying to animate. Mm. I don't know. I just noticed that early on in my when I was creating stuff, I was a lot more energetic and bombastic without any of these rules or restrictions. And now I'm restricting myself and giving myself all this self-imposed stuff to try to protect something that doesn't exist yet. It's weird. It's very weird. I mean, I can go on a tangent. I was supposed to create a little drawing where it's the story was why do you stand alone? And cold to a response, the individual turns around and says, "It it's saying I am alone." This individual then, which gets a response of "You are never alone." Oh, hi Neko. Nice to see you here. I'm just breaking down the fact that I have nothing to talk about and I'm not having fun anymore. I mean, I think I'd be having a lot more fun if I was playing Pokemon Fire Red right now, live. But because I'm a stickler for quality, if I did do that, it would force the damn screen to be horizontal, not vertical. No, vertical, not horizontal. So if I did play Pokemon Fire Red, you guys would be getting a shitty quality, and I'm not a fan of that. I hate Apple and Android for making emojis a thing. I hate them so much. It's such a pointless thing. What can emojis do besides express one emotion? I mean, yeah, it could help. It could help understand tone, but when you get into it, what else can it mean? I think people have just become so reliant on emojis that Well, I'm not exempt from this. I literally just use the little cat face and whatnot in chat, so no, I'm not exempt from that. But should I just go on a rant? I seem to enjoy going on rants, but I don't know what to rant about. So if anyone wants to get me started, just like I know something that would get Skullboy started is about something about Pokemon crap like that. I don't know. You guys can see if you can get me to start ranting about some random thing. I can literally, because that was a lot of fun. I enjoy ranting, and it's not ranting for like I'm not trying to make a point. It's more I'm just going through the motions of building up energy. Something that I clearly cannot do on this live stream because I'm a complete idiot. Well, I mean, it's not that I'm an idiot. For all the times I say that, I just know that I mean just know that I'm just using it to express how frustrated I am. For me to be an idiot, I would have to be even less intelligent than I already am. But you know, given the circumstance, actually, if I can get a 3DS, I might start playing the Pokemon Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon game. And people are so. Someone already started kicking around that the Nintendo 3DS is going to be dying soon. Or something like that. Like Nintendo's eventually is going to like kick the system out. But you know, Nintendo, they upgraded the dual screen hardware 4 times already. Let's go over all the times they upgraded the DS series. Let's see. There was the original DS, then it went to the DS Lite, then it went to the DSi, then it went to the DSi XL. Was it the DSi XL? And then they came out with the 3DS, and then they came out with the 2DS, and then they came out with the new 2DS and 3DS XL, and then they came out with the new 3DS, and then the Nintendo 2DS as a regular DSi, and I personally am going to be getting that one because it's only $115. So you know that means I'll be able to play Pokemon the latest generations and use money from it for Nintendo to let me play the original classic games. And if I do subscribe to the Pokebank system, that means I'll be able to play other games. And that means I'll be able to get Surfing Pikachu if I actually do purchase and subscribe for the Pokebank use. Weird. It's weird, man. On a side note, I got my hands on like the Mountain Dew blueberry soda, and that stuff is amazing. My friend Skullboy said it was very tangy, but you know, if you see the Mountain Dew soda that's blue, if you see the blueberry Mountain Dew soda, it's really fizzy and like it's really really good. But like, I'm not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but if Mountain Dew already want to like sponsor a small, just to laugh, that'd be fun. I'd probably be laughing alongside them. But yeah, I'm not adverse to sponsorships. It's just that I'm adverse to sponsorships at the beginning and end of videos. I'd rather dedicate a separate video to the sponsorship itself, and to an extent, taking the piss out of the sponsorship. Where it's like this YouTube video was sponsored by this advertiser. Now, what is this advertiser about? Well, let me tell you something you don't care about, and let's get into the specifics. So, I got paid to do this, so that's just what this video is about. This video was specifically made to talk about the sponsor that I got. If anyone's curious about why I got the sponsorship, I don't know. I got lucky. Because in the industry, if you get a sponsor, that means people don't think you're so bad that you can actually receive a sponsor. Now, it's me. If I ever did get a sponsor from like some company somewhere, they were like, "Huh, this freak on the internet is an anime. He's perfect. He's gullible, and he'll sell the product." And then they see my work, and they're like, "I don't think he's gonna sell the product in the way you think he's gonna sell it." Knowing this individual is probably going to go on a 10-minute tangent about morality and how companies work, and then go on a 2-minute tangent about all the ingredients on the back, and then go into a 5-second tangent about how bad soda is for you or whatever the product is for you, and then go back to talk about the product, and then talk about it in a positive light, then shitting all over it the next second. And knowing me, I probably wouldn't. I probably would try to get away with that, but if they complain and they ask me to change it, I'd probably like just I'd probably make a serious video and then follow it up with a very sarcastic video of another of like a fake company. Speaking of which, out of all the sodas I've ever taken, from Pepsi to Cola to Mountain Dew to Sprite to Sierra Mist to let's see what else is there. Naming every single soda brand I'm aware of that I've ever taken. I've taken Dr. Pepper, I've taken Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, so Cherry Mountain Dew, Blueberry Mountain Dew, the Tiki Baja Mountain Dew, or the Hawaii Mountain Dew, however you want to call it. What else is there? There was crushed soda. I'm also having strawberry Fanta. I have it right next to me. Strawberry Fanta, a very sweet, delicious soda brand. But I also tried Mug and AW. I think Mug is better than AW, but sometimes if I see AW and I have the cash for it, I'll totally purchase AW. Now, I love soda. I adore soda. I love it so much. It's literally one of my weaknesses. And then again, I am a sugar freak. Like, I literally love sugar to the point where I don't want to give it up anymore. But I have to. I have to step away. I have to step away from my soda. But, other than that, I am a massive sugarholic. I absolutely love the taste of the sweet beverage that can sweep your nation. Or, beat the fuck out of your face. But that's besides the point. The point is that I really like soda. And the soda I don't like a lot is it's Sierra Mist and Dr. Pepper. Those two don't get me a lot. They don't get my attention as much as the others do. And the one I drink most frequently is Pepsi or Cola, just because they're there. It's not because I personally enjoy them. I personally enjoy Mountain Dew and Blue Mountain Dew and what else is there? What other soda beverage do I enjoy? Well, I mean, if I oh right, the 4th of July. Oh god. Okay. That's one way to ruin my buzz. Buzz, a term used for alcohol. Or when you're intoxicated. Either way, I'm so bored that I went on a tangent of soda just because I thought it'd be fun. Little did I know that wasn't the case. Little do I still know it still won't be the case. All right. But yeah, wasn't I supposed to be listening to a video right now? I was supposed to be listening to someone on YouTube doing their thing so I could stay focused and what I mean. All right, Donkey Kong Country. Funny enough, that means I do have can play Donkey Kong Country. If anyone would like to see that gameplay, I actually can record it. But I'm not a very good individual at Donkey Kong Country, let alone I wanted to play the Mega Man Zero game, but that didn't happen. You see, if you try to play, I tried to play Mega Man Zero on Mega Man X, Mega. The one with the ponytail. I tried to play as that guy or girl or whatever the hell he is. I tried to play as that. I tried to play that game on my emulator. I suck at dashing, and dashing is a key feature in every Mega Man series that had a 3D motion. So anything after X, Mega Man X was a video game that was its own spin-off game that I rather enjoyed. Do I enjoy the original Mega Man? Not as much. In fact, I'm not a fan of like Rockman. I'm more of a fan of Mega Man X. And shoot me down if you will, but introducing Zero was a pretty cool character, and I actually enjoy Zero. Zero's a very cool character, even if given the circumstance Zero's fuck. I'm not good at explaining everything I've heard about the video games, but in short, someone said that Zero is someone you look up to when you start out the game. He's basically the guy you want to be, or she, or again. I play the video games. I'm not invested in the lore. I usually, when I get into something, I get into the lore. For Dragon Ball Z, I got into the lore, got bored. For One Piece, did the same thing. Got into the lore, got bored. That's why I don't consider myself a part of any community, because I literally don't become a part of any community. I just jump in, go. Oh, right. Yes, the law. Okay, so another TMP series will be coming out. Not coming out. I'll be making fan art of it later on after the comic book is done and after I get the animation ready for you guys, or some parts of it. After I upload an animation, I'm going to be working on a series called Tetsu. And although I'm going to be going deep into it on the live stream, I'm actually going to be reiterating what Tetsu and Law is. So, So Tetsu is gonna be I'm personally very excited for the video game Tetsu. Not video game. I'm very excited for Tetsu, which means metal. Yeah,
That's me.
bring back a beer.
Beer, I got you.
Bring back some chips.
Beer, I got you.
So I'm very excited for the series called Tetsu, and I believe what Skullboy told me it meant was metal. And what Tetsu's are is
Beer, I got you.
so imagine what so if you know what a Gundam is, then Gundam is basically what fucking hell. It basically translates to giant robots or super robot, but it basically means giant machine. And the thing that makes Tetsu different from that type of thing is Tetsu is it's gonna be TNP Tetsu or just Go Tetsu, which probably be the title for it. TNP presents Go Tetsu, which means Go Metal. It basically is a series about giant people that can turn into giant robots. So think of the concept of Attack on Titan, where an individual can grow to massive sizes, to like the size of a Titan. You know, Greek lore, these giant hulking individuals that can destroy you by stepping on you. Someone's fetish, but you know, it's Tetsu is basically that idea. It's the idea of becoming a giant fighter, and I haven't worked out who the enemy is. I just know that we've developed a black market known as, and there's like called black Tetsus, meaning black metal, okay. This is the idea. Tetsu is a TMP is in the TMP multiverse. It's a universe where we see Tiger and Pixel take on the forms of giant robots or fighting robots. Now, in this universe, Tetsu's, much like in the Pacific Rim movie, if you've seen that, well, Pacific Rim 2, because they become more commonplace there, or whatever the I didn't finish the movie, but basically, boiling it down, what Tetsu's are just basically are organic organisms or mystic organisms. It's not their origin isn't very clear. We just know that there are.
There's a dance that's like.
Okay, so I'm gonna like go into this on a video of what Tetsu's going to be, and I'm gonna draw up some data for Tetsu. Pacific Rim type robots or something different. Attack on Titan and Pacific Rim combined. Basically, that's basically the best way to sum it up. Basically, normal ass people that can turn into giant robots. Oh yeah, as a nod to the Power Rangers, the police force are known as the Gotetsu Squad. And Gotetsus are basically, which means Go Metal. They're basically they're individuals that have the ability to turn into giant robots, but instead they patrol the streets fighting crime. Now this is where Law comes into place. Law was inspired by that gimmick where it was like, all right, so in the mind we have an id, an ego, and a super ego. And what the character Ripslash in TMP has is his id is amplified, which the id is basically want and desire, and in Law there's this like normal. All right, if you ever heard of Axe Cop, the idea is just it basically takes up the this is so ridiculous route. It's funny, but in Axe Cop's case, it's written by an 11-year-old, and in my case, I like to take things up to 11. Now, in Law, this normal police officer sees a little girl getting picked on by a bunch of by a street gang. Again, it's like it's this is the type of ridiculous stuff you can see in TMP. It's like it's so horrible, but it's so absurd that you can't help but laugh. You can see it as bleak comedy, but you know. Keanu Reeves is the Black Panther. But getting back to Law, in Law, there's basically this normal cop that's fighting for justice, and you know he goes by the books. He sees this little kid getting picked on by street gang, and when they pull a knife out and they're about to kill the girl, his id, basically his need and want for desire, basically just like gets overrides all his like mental. All right, so in fiction, people say in fiction, I'm not sure. In fiction, there's this thing that was said where it's like the human mind only uses 20% of its brain power. That's bullshit. But basically, his id or his want, his biggest want was to like save this little girl. And the gimmick with him is he's a very nice, sweet guy, but he absolutely despises justice to the point where he gets so angry that he can move at the speed of light. He can catch bullets with his bare hands. But if you piss him off and he's like, all right, the first thing we're gonna see him do is a bunch of criminals are gonna fire bullets at him, and they're trying to commit manslaughter or murder. So you see the bullets just stop in front of him and then just drop to the floor. And then because this does take place, because there is a TMP cameo, what we see Tiger and Pixel see is, from Pixel's point of view, he sees this red energy field around the man, while with Tiger, he basically sees red syrup oozing off of the guy. But then, and that's what stops it, his manifestation of anger is so powerful, it manifests outside of his body and protected him by stopping the bullets with sheer rage. And again, it's super ridiculous, and it could totally happen in TMP. But this man, this normal cop that literally just basically removes all of his human limitations, basically goes on a tearing spree, beating the shit out of these guys. And he just looks at them. The little girl runs up to him and says, "You're a superhero." And his response, and then he looks at the badge and he says, "No, I am law." And then, all right, another thing about Law. The gimmick with him is he has an absurdly high sense of justice. If there are crooked cops or a corrupted justice system, that when one of the presidents of a government try to order him to kill a man, his base instinct for justice, or it activates, and he just punches the individual so far away. Because this would be considered treason or something like that. Armies come after him, other individuals come after him. Basically, an entire army comes for him, and it supercharges at the fact that they would follow a corrupt man. So he just proceeds to beat the shit out of them, punching holes in tanks and bringing down helicopters with ease. So basically, Law is not meant to be taken. It's meant to be taken seriously, but it's an action comedy. That's the best way to describe it. Now, is Law accepted by the people? Yeah, the people absolutely love Law. They adore him wherever he goes. Right, the street gang. What happens is he beats these like punks so hard that when they recover from the hospital, they see him on the street and he just stops. He looks at them. They look at him. You think they're about to like do something stupid, like in those little action films where they charge the superpowered guy that could kill them with one swipe? No, they run up, ask for forgiveness, and ask to be taught in the way of justice. So he literally he's like, you have seen the errors of your ways and wish to repent. And they're just like, yes, show us the way of justice. We want to fight along your side. Again, it's super absurd. But this could totally happen this is totally something I would write. And he basically takes the street punks under his wing and he trains them to be officers of the law. The only thing is his id takes over and he trains them to be bona fide monsters against injustice. So now the thing is, wherever he goes, crime instantly drops because they're afraid of Law. He's not gonna kill a petty criminal where it's like, oh, you stole this woman's purse. No, he'll just punch you, and he won't break your bones. He won't beat you to a pulp. He just actually, yeah, you're right. It is like RoboCop. When I was coming up with that idea, I told Skullboy, yeah, think a more absurd RoboCop. But yes, RoboCop was something that I was thinking that while I was going over the idea, I was like, yeah, RoboCop did, yeah. If I need to explain it, RoboCop is a great example. A boring, dullard individual that literally can't hold his own in a fight that becomes a bona fide monster that fights for justice and has an unbreakable sense of, oh right, and Judge Dredd as well. if you live in Britain, Judge Dredd is a book that's published. Judge Dredd is created in Britain, and it's basically a reflection, and his books are a reflection of Britain at the time, but it's in the far distant future. It basically can commentate on current events, but you should, if you know who Judge Dredd is, if you don't know who he is, and you like if you like a very good story that has a lot of good fighting in it, that if you just want to see an officer of the law be judge, jury, and executioner for justice, you should go pick up Judge Dredd. I recommend it. I think it's honestly amazing. But yeah, oh yeah, and what else is there? Okay, so Law, his big event, he doesn't go around stopping drug dealers. No, he kills them. He like, despite him being an individual of the law, he does take the place of judge, jury, and executioner. But it got to the point where he looked in the mirror. No, what are one of his story arcs? All right, so what Law does is he looks in the mirror, and he notices that like as time progressed, he started donning like this like RoboCop armor. It's like he just got all right. Just think of the shitty reboot of RoboCop they made. He basically had like all this intimidating armor, and he just looked at his reflection in a glass store window, and he just looked at himself, and he was like, "I am not a man of the law. If I have to hide behind this excuse for protection." So as he intentionally goes out fighting criminals, but he doesn't like take them out right out the back. They have their weapons, they have their bats. He intentionally lets them hit him so the armor will break off. And he does this for like a day. Within a day, he beats up around 100 different groups of criminals just to break that armor. And he's just wearing a blue shirt, a yellow police badge, black pants, and like little white shoes. And then this hat salesman is like, "Excuse me, sir, are you a man of the law?" His response, "Yes, I am law." "Ah, you're the lawman. Here, I made this hat specifically. I got this hat specifically for you, sir." He gives him a hat that says that just has the word. It's a little police badge, but instead, it's a police badge. But instead of saying like the district he worked for, because this is the thing about Law, he doesn't work for the government. He works for the people. So instead of saying NYPD or anything like that, it just says WPD for World Police Department. He fights for everyone. And that's what I love about Law. He's just like, he's an absurd hero. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's one of his character arcs. He looks at his reflection and is like, a cop doesn't need armor to stop crime. If I can do it with my bare hands, if I can't get in a fight and do it with my bare hands and bring them by the skin of my teeth, then what is the point of being a representation of what people could be? Law isn't full of himself, but what he basically was trying to what I'm basically trying to say about him is, I'm not here to intimidate people. I'm just here to protect the people. So when he saw himself wearing that intimidating armor, he was like, "This is wrong. I shouldn't be wearing this." And yeah, that's one of his character arcs. It's I think it's called Reflections, or like Inner Demons, where he just sees himself as a monster, and he has to get rid of this side of himself because it's not what he wants to represent. He doesn't want to represent. I think that would be, if Pixel was walking by, he's like, "Oh, hey, Batman." That would be the joke, because that's what Batman is. He's not, as much as he is the hero of his story, I would argue that he's also a menace to society. Because again, there's the all right. Honestly, I wouldn't kill, if I was Batman, I wouldn't kill these individuals and send them to Arkham. I would just isolate them to like distant locations away from each other. So if a criminal inmate did break out, think about it. Bruce Wayne has an infinite source of wealth. Let's just admit that. He's Batman. He has to have an infinite source of wealth. Otherwise, he'd be bankrupt. Why? If I was Batman, not the main DC universe, but I wouldn't have to kill them. If I wanted to solve the issue, I would just dedicate a small area hidden in the world to separate each of these dangerous individuals. Like with the Joker can't breathe underwater. Just send him to an island or lock him underwater. Don't treat him like a prisoner, but it's Batman, so he's still gonna treat him like a person. I think, even though everyone just says he should just break his neck, and people just lean on, well, he's Batman, he doesn't kill. And as stupid as that sounds, it's his choice. Given his choice has led to more people dying, and if he did kill the Joker, that would end one of the most lore-wise. Batman won't ever officially kill the Joker, as far as I know. But logically, I think if Batman just wanted to get rid of the Joker, I don't get why he just doesn't just leave him on. He just doesn't like make his own, because he's literally tangled with the guy hundreds, if not thousands, of times. He knows the Joker inside and out at this point. So, if someone ever wanted to make a book where Batman finally saves Gotham, why doesn't he? I would just write a story. I would just make that story where he basically inmates of Gotham, all the criminals of Gotham, and he would just put them in somewhere else, somewhere distant away from people where they can't hurt anyone and they can't hurt themselves. Like Killer Croc. Just put him in the middle of a desert. Joker, if you want to take it to the extreme, put him in the heart of a volcano. Or send him to the Greek gods. Because the gods are real in DC, in the DC universe. Or just get the Spectre. How would Law react if he met the other heroes like Avengers? He would call them all on their bullshit. It's like, we're the Avengers. We're here to save the world. He would just look at the destruction they caused, and his response is, I can do what you do with my bare hands. The only thing that's going to break is when I rip that fire hydrant from the sidewalk and beat my foes with it. He looks at the Hulk, and he's like, oh, I'll take you on. I'll still take you on. You can break every bone in my body, but I'll come back for you. He'll look at Tony like, millionaire. They reformed his ways and didn't want to sell weapons, yet he's walking in a giant weapon. Yeah. I mean, you could just make, non-lethal. You can just make tasers, sleeping darts, and other stuff like that. Non-lethal takedowns, but shooting people. Shooting people's cool too. As far as Thor goes, I think Law would just look at Thor and say, "Oh, you're a god, so what's your excuse? If you're a god that's omnipotent and omnipowerful, what's your excuse?" As far as anyone else goes, Ant-Man, he would let that slide because it's Ant-Man. I like that. You would just look at Ant-Man and be like, "So, what's your power? I can shrink and grow in size." Oh, that's disappointing. And that's the only reaction Law. Hello, Rocket. And that's the only reaction. That's the only reaction Law would have to Ant-Man, where it's like, "Oh, so you're the one that causes the least amount of collateral damage. You shrink down and punch people in the face, right?" Yeah, that's what I do. If anyone wants to skewer me for not watching Ant-Man, whatever. But you would figure that Ant-Man would cause the least collateral damage because Captain America. How about him? So you fought against Nazis, huh? Good man, good man. Did you cause a civil war? Yeah, I caused a civil war for freedom. And were any innocents killed? Wait. Let me get this straight. The man that didn't want to make weapons versus the man that wants freedom. You want money. He wants loyalty. You're both idiots. Why couldn't you both just come to a compromise? Captain America. Oh yeah, I read that. I think he would have like I think he would commentate on knowing who Spider-Man is. Because in TMP obviously does have like that real world aesthetic where they do know who these comic book heroes are. And since Law is technically he's not in the main TMP universe. Hi Barry. Oh, by the way, Barry, if you ever want to come onto a live stream, I finally found out how to get more people in here. But I'm okay. How about the villains like Juggernaut? I think he would look like Kane Marco, aka the Juggernaut. Nobody stops the Juggernaut. Let's just get that straight. So I think if we're talking like having fun and not pissing off the fan base, I think Law would be smart and just supercharge this to the point where he just befriends the Juggernaut by constantly ramming into him full force. Where you just imagine this. Just imagine two forces just clashing at each other, just hitting each other. The Juggernaut has armor. He doesn't, and he's taking these hits with his anger. My emotes. I told you, didn't I? I'm working on expressions. I'm working on emotes. I'm calling my emotes right now. These are going to be the 3 emotes I use, where it's like, hi everyone, my name's Taggart. I hope everyone's having a good time. So we're going to be talking about, and then it's like, well, let me clarify what I mean. And then it's like, but you guys get the idea. Basically, what I'm trying to do is 3 emotes. That's all I really need right now. I only need 3 emotes. As you can see here, we have fur. I'm also working on an animation. Mink, 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 mink. Barry wants her mink kids. She really wants her mink kids. Okay. I don't recommend anyone that doesn't like insane violence or the shedding of blood, but to watch this. But there's a music video. There's a band that is doing that does parody songs of, I forgot what Skullboy told me, but imagine Batman in a metal band, and just like that Batman kills. So if you ever wanted to see what it would look like Batman killing people or someone's interpretation of it, there's Bat Metal Forever, and then Bat Metal Returns. So if you were curious about what it looks like if Batman ever killed someone, it's you'd figure he'd take that route, but I'm gonna give you a doubt. The animation is a little rough. It's like, nah, more like 2 rhinos charging into each other. No, wait. I should Triceratops ramming into each other. I think if the Juggernaut was going to ram into a foe, nobody stops the Juggernaut. So what Law would do to try not stop him, but to like make him fall flat, but to make him trip, is Law would probably punch into the ground. He absolutely despises doing collateral damage. He hates breaking cities. He doesn't like breaking up. He doesn't like causing earthquakes. He doesn't like destroying stuff. So either he would have to do one of 2 things. He would have to get the Juggernaut to chase him into like an empty area, or he would have to make an earthquake and just rip apart the street and just fight him in that and then just fight him in that chasm. Or he could just try to make the Juggernaut trip by putting a banana peel in front of him. Nobody stops the Juggernaut, but no one said the Juggernaut can't trip. And yeah, I know it wouldn't happen in the main Marvel comic books because the moment you introduce that, people are just gonna be like, well, why didn't you just do this? Simple. Tension. Yeah, but yeah, Law's basically meant to be a monster. But Law's meant to be he's meant to be the perfect cop, and by perfect cop I mean he's meant to be a good cop. He fights for the innocent and cares about them. Now, okay, let me think of a smarter villain. Well, if you're thinking smarter, I'd like to see Law versus Lex Luthor. Just an average cop with average intelligence versus the smartest man alive. So let me get this straight. You're the smartest man in the world. That's right. You're in a robot suit. Yes. If I throw a giant rock at you and send you to space, how long can you survive in space? Well, the suit is very too. Let's find out. And then just launches Luther into space with one punch. Mermaid, 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 murder. I think Law versus Doomsday. I think at that point, Doctor Doom. No one defeats Doom. I think, as arrogant as Doom might be, no, he's gonna try to kill Law no matter what. Let's see. How does that fight go? I think Doom would just be like, I've had enough of these foolish games. Hits Law with everything he has, and then all you see, this little orange foxtail, move behind, just disappear behind Law, and Law's completely fine. Doom hit him with his hardest hit, and it's implied he had help to, and it's implied that someone specific that we all know saved him. After that, I think Doom would just peace out. Doom doesn't believe in lost causes. And I think if anyone brought that up, it's like, hey, Doom, I heard you I didn't lose. Doom is like the biggest sore loser there is, if there was ever one, because Doom doesn't lose. I mean, there was that book where Doctor Doom's castle gets raided by Luke Cage because Doctor Doom didn't pay Luke Cage, the man with unbreakable skin and the strength of like 10 men, the strength of Hercules, $5. He walks up to Doctor Doom's castle. So I want you to imagine this angry man just running up on the most powerful man in general. Just him. Fine, what do you want? Response. I want my $5. And it was just like, fine, take your $5 and go. But yeah. But I think that was like early Marvel, if anything. I remember when Marvel was cool. Then Marvel. I mean, at least people got Thor. At least Thor's back, guys. What am I listening to? Oh, by the way, if anyone's curious about like who, if you weren't here for me to catch the rambling of who Law is basically he's basically a RoboCop. You know how RoboCop's basically this unbeatable machine man? He's basically RoboCop and Judge Dredd, an individual that like fights for justice. One of the lines I gave if you don't know who RoboCop is, or Judge Dredd, basically just imagine. Well, in Judge Dredd's case, just imagine a stone cold cop that literally doesn't stand for tomfoolery. In other words, he doesn't mess around. If you commit a crime, he's going to prosecute you, and he's going to. He literally shows you when you read his book, you literally see how dedicated he is to taking his job serious. He doesn't mess around. But Judge Dredd is awesome. You know, this is supposed to be a short stream, but it's kind of gone past that. I think I have to edit it now. Short little stream, huh? Oops, have I not? Has I not been streaming for 12 hours? 57. Someone unsubbed. I don't mind it so much. Yeah, I don't mind it too much. Whoops. Wrong one. Screw it. I'll just leave it like that. Badum. 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 Rocket. Señor Lagarto de la Explosivo, Mr. Rocket. Or Explosive Cat, as I said in Spanish. Hmm. Hmm. Walrus. I'm curious to know how you say Mr. Rocket in Spanish, but I'm too lazy to Google it. Huh. Oh, right. If I literally blow through the Pokemon Fire Red recordings and you guys literally don't give me a challenge by like requesting a certain Pokemon to be caught within the game while I'm playing the game. By the way, I'm still open to that challenge where you guys tell me what Pokemon you want. All right, but when I enter an area, I'll tell you what Pokemon are available in that area and the areas I'll be following. So later in the game, if there's a Pokemon I say in the episode and you want me to try to catch that Pokemon in the later on, just please tell me so I can have that challenge. Just know that if it's not in Pokemon Fire Red, I'm going to have to load up Leaf Green and catch it there. And I don't feel I don't think you guys want to see the exact same game just to see me catch a Pokemon. All right. If there are 3 Pokemon I know I'm going to struggle with early on in the game, which is where I am right now, I'm going to struggle trying to catch an Abra. In order to catch an Abra, I need to get my hands on a Oddish, then a Sleep Powder or Stunt Spore. Sleep Powder lasts for 2 turns, and then on the 3rd turn, the Pokemon wakes up and will use Teleport. So I only have 1 to 2 shots to wake up the Pokemon, unless it wakes up early, in which case I'm shit out of luck. Quick question: what do you guys want the background to be? What do you guys want the wall to be painted? Something's wrong. I don't know what I missed, but I know something's wrong. Aju. Yeah, I missed something. There it is. Okay. I don't even know what. Oh, right. I was talking about law. Fuck it. All right. What was it? What is there about Team P that I wanted to talk about? Ultron? Are we talking about movie Ultron or comic book Ultron? If we're talking movie Ultron, Law will just like we'll hear him out. We'll hear his like argument of philosophy, and then proceed to beat the shit out of him. If we're talking about comic book Ultron, I think he'll just get Wolverine to kill him. But if you want a serious fight between Ultron and Law, chances are Law's not gonna be Ultron. Someone else is gonna come and be Ultron for him. That's honestly just how I see it. All I see is someone like all I see is like Nick Fury walking up and saying, "Ah, great job, Law. Now let me finish him off." As Samuel Jackson pulls out a grenade and shoves it down Ultron's non-existent mouth, and then he just pulls out a lightsaber like like his previous incarnation, Mace Windu, and just lightsabers the fool. Quick question: can a lightsaber cut adamantium? I mean, if not, you'd figure that a lightsaber could superheat adamantium to the point where it melts. Galactus? I think I think. Oh man, I'm just seeing Galactus trying to swat Law like a fly. Where it's like, get this pesky animal away from me, swat! I'm not an animal. I'm not a bug. I'm the law. And then just uppercuts Galactus, and Galactus just like looks at him and is like, such power, such determination. I will make you my new herald. And then we get Cosmic Law. Ooh. But I think, yeah, I think that's what's gonna. I think that's what would be the end results. We get Cosmic Law, and it's very. I don't think it would be out of character for the character Galactus because the guy literally just seeks out. I think Law would be okay with finding him planets that don't have any intelligent life or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's basically the end result. We get Cosmic Law. Now, why do I say we get Cosmic Law and Silver Law? Now, why do I say we get Cosmic Law rather than why does Cosmic Law win while Ultron v Law doesn't? It's because Law's not that smart. Ultron's gonna try to kill Law, but if Ultron doesn't figure out that Law's anger is literally fueling him, oh man, the Sentry versus Law. I kind of want to just bullshit, and I kind of want to just bullshit to the point where Reality Warpers can't touch him because, all right, if Law's mutant ability is the power of anger in the Marvel universe, so like let's say who can bend reality? Who bends reality at their own will? Franklin Richards or who's like a major one that would actually try to kill him? The Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos points it to Law and tries to erase him from existence, and Law just stands there, getting even more angry. And then like the Power Stone just starts to violently vibrate from the gauntlet, and it just attaches itself to Law's badge. So now we have like Law with the infinite strength of the Infinity Gem. So all we just have is Law punching black holes into Thanos' chest. Like I said, Law can be taken serious, but he's also hyper exaggerate. Oh man, Magneto. I think you would just feel bad for Magneto and wouldn't want to kill him. Given Magneto's history, I think Law would just like look at him and just be like, "So you control metal? That's nice. That's nice. Can you like not kill these people? They are trying to exterminate mutants." Ah, yeah, yeah, but isn't that against the law? Yes. Right, right. So they're technically committing a crime, right? Yes. Want to team up and beat the shit out of them with our bare hands? What would that achieve? Well, you see, when you beat someone with your bare hands, it's more personal, and they'll remember the sight of your fist hitting their face. It's much better than killing them. It teaches them that they should fear you, but also respect you. I'm 80 years old, and you can control metal. Why don't you just wrap yourself in a metal skeleton? You have a point. Abomination. I think Law would puke. He never judges a book by its cover, but it's so I think he would just puke and then and just run away because he's so hideous. It's an abomination! Run, lads! Follow that man! Is he under arrest, sir? No! He is the law! Justice is blind! They lied! I can see its hideous face! There, big guy. It's okay. It's okay. You don't look that bad. Really? No, you look like traffic run over. They got kicked by Chuck Norris. I'm trying to figure out what to color this wall. I never have just a few more villains. Well, if Law was a serious character, he wouldn't work as well. That's why I'm like being very comedic with this, because Law very much so. If it was like Law versus Sin, Sin would just look at him and be like, I have a feeling that no matter how hard I hit you, you're not gonna fall down. If you have broken the law, it is my job to be justice and serve your conviction. Yes. Can you go home now? Please? You're breaking and entering into my home right now. What have I done? I have broken the law! I can no longer serve justice! You're right. Now you're a mercenary. Now can I pay you to leave my house? And then Law just walks off. I think he gets that Sin was being sarcastic, so he just walks off. No anger, no response. He just walks off. The Sentinels? The Sentinels in the Marvel Universe, they're just like stand there, giant robots. I think they would look at Law, look at his mutant gene, and then he just like looks at them, and when they try to hit them with those laser beams, he just looks at them and just like he just stands there. They hit them with the laser eyes, with the laser hands. And then he just walks up and rips their legs off and walks away. He's like, fuck that shit. Huh. That's actually the first time I swore. That's actually the first time. That's actually, wow. I guess I really was curbing my swearing. I think. But yeah. I think he would just rip their legs off and walk away. I mean, what is a Sentinel besides a glorified machine? Also, for as smart as, well, I'm not sure how smart they are. All I know is that chances are Law would just be Law, and he would just like, oh, you're trying to kill someone. That's a no. And then just dismembers them without remorse because they're machines, and to him, those machines can't feel pain. Not to say that Law's prejudice against machines, it's just that Law knows these things can't feel pain. It was actually a lot of fun. I honestly thought this live stream was going to be like a huge drab without a host or a guest star. No, I'm having a lot of fun now. It could be the fact that I don't know. Oh, right. Remember how I brought up? Do you guys remember how I brought up that British Fox? Hello lads, my name's that British Fox, and today we're going to be doing the anime review on Alpha Wolfie. Now, Alpha Wolfie is a 10% husky, 90% wolf. Don't ask me how that works, kids, because biology is such a complex fucking thing that I don't know what to do with it. But wrapping your head around that aside, here Alpha plays a little ukulele. Oh, it's very cute. It's playing a little string instrument. What are we in the fucking 90s? No, wait. When is this? What are we in the 18? What are we in the 1640s? Ancient Rome. Yes. I apologize, but that British Fox, that's literally that individual being polite. There's a reason why I can't. There's gonna be a reason why that British Fox can't review certain channels, and you're gonna see the bloopers when that comes out. It's like, hello. It's like this very angry, hello you, and then it gets censored out. My name is that British Fox, and I hate this anime so much. Do you know how much I hate it, you? And then 1 minute of swearing later, I hate it with everything I am. Yo, Fox. What? Just chill. What kind of tea is this? I don't know. I just, I don't know. I don't know how to make tea. Fine then. All right then. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what kind it is. I'll tell you right now. It's pre-made. You didn't make it, did you? Look, what? You lied to me. You told me you made this tea. I, 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 I did. No, you didn't. This is pre-made tea made in an artificial factory that isn't good enough to feed to the rats in the sewers. Look, man, it's good enough. No, it's not good enough. It will never be good enough. Just like this anime channel, I refuse to accept this anime series as good enough. Well, man, calm down. You're getting a little heated. Am I getting heated because it's horrible? If everyone's curious about what channel I'm referring to as while running out this script, I haven't actually come across any channels like that. So if I ever do get recommended that channel, that's when that episode is gonna come out. It's nothing but an intense stare down between Tiger and that British fox, aka me versus the Brit. Whoa, man, chill. I thought you were supposed to be chill. Leans in. When did I ever say I was chill? I'm a blue-eared, white-tailed fox on the interwebs reviewing anime channels from YouTube. I have watched 2,847 episodes of Edward Fishback, otherwise known as that Marky Moo everyone calls. Do I sound like I always enjoyed it? Well, I mean, you were laughing. Were you laughing at him or with him? You'll never know. But again, that's the reason I want to bring that British fox to the spotlight. It might piss off content creators because that British fox has no sense of. All right, again, that's that skit where someone basically calls out that British fox for being being discriminatory. No, that British fox hates everyone equally. Let me put this in terms everyone can understand. I don't like anyone off the back. I like the puppy. I like the yellow and black wolf. I like the Friday wolf. I like these little small channels. Do you know who I don't like right off the back? Everyone else? Exactly. I hate everyone else equally until they earn my trust. What do you mean by trust? Ah, yes. I hate everyone equally until they gain my attention. Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know. Is it a good thing to have me scream into a mic for 24 hours straight after showing me such a horrible, disgusting anime? It was a puppy doing tricks. Disgusting. You hate dogs? No, I specifically hate this dog. Other than that, I don't mind. Other than that, the other ones are cute. Why? It shared its secrets with me. And what were those type of secrets? You'll never know. I want to formally apologize to any individuals that might. I want to formally apologize to any individuals that actually watched that British Fox and ignored the disclaimer. Again, I know I'm not. You guys already know how I am. Do you know I'm not a very dark side, you know. I think the law would ask, is this hell? Because this looks like the perfect place for you. And then Darkseid responds, this is the apocalypse. My Omega beams will eradicate you. And then he shoots his Omega beams. And then Law just pulls up his little badge and reflects it back at Darkseid and kills him with his own Omega beams. No. Actually, it was that British Fox that said you were cute. I do enjoy the little puppy. So, hey, Fox. Yes, Fox. All right, we're both called Fox. No, I'm that British Fox, and you're the idiot on the internet. Oh yeah, like every other YouTuber that uses self-deprecating humor till it gets really old really fast when it's overused. Getting a little meta there, aren't you? Yeah, I guess I am. Stop it. You're not on a TV show. No, Tiger is, and you're Tiger, a self-insert character. Yeah, I know exactly. Now stop it. Now get your help. Um, I also want to get better at voice acting. So one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like use different voices along with singing. I was having a lot of I was having a lot of fun with singing today, even though I'm dog shit at singing. Oh right, see the uncensored version of what he says behind the scenes. I wouldn't mind doing that. I think I would just have to, put it, give you guys the custom MP. I give you guys a custom video download. Mainly due to that British Fox uses every single slur and swear in the dictionary to like get his point across of how much he hates something. So I kind of like will have to like. You're pretty good, Brainiac, but I'm better. Do you know why I'm better? How can a lowly human of a level 2 intelligence defeat a level 5 intellect life form? Oh, that's simple. Have you met Big Ben? Who is this Big? Is that Gordon Ramsay? Oh, you know who I am. Well, let me get my knife and cook you and serve you with a nice piece of butter. If anyone's curious, Big Ben will be Gordon. All right. So Big Ben it's a blonde hair, blue eyed individual that wears all black, and the only white thing on him is like a white tie. It's very obviously Gordon Ramsay, but we just call him Big Ben for like the sake of like it's for it's for, like to prevent any issues from springing up, but uh yes. Big Ben gives literally Gordon Ramsay fights Sin, and all we hear is like a back and forth of like two individuals screaming. You can make out a couple swears, but you can't hear what they're saying to each other. And then the door opens and Ben just walks out and Sin says, "Get out of my house." So it's like, I'm done here. Goodbye. Hey, Ben. Yes. Are you gonna come over for dinner? Am I the one making it this time? If you want. Then yes, I'll be over for dinner. And what else is there? Big Ben is obviously Gordon Ramsay. And god damn it, what else? What else was there? The other voice was for Sin, where it's like, yes, I'll be coming. I'll be going over later. Thank you for the offer. I'd figure you'd gut me if I didn't. No. I wouldn't gut you. I dry your meats. And then Pixel just turns to Sin and is like, "So, you survived. Get out of my house." And then the comic or little animation just ends there. Oh, she's almost done. I always forget how whenever I get like into something, I usually when you guys are here, I literally forget. That's why I keep saying that at the end of like when I finish a drawing. I started drawing off very sad or mellow or get very excited and whatnot and go on tangents. Then I get lost. I'm a little sorry for that, but like, yeah, you guys like having an audience to perform these little skits for is a lot more endearing than doing it in my own head. Yeah, it's like a little bit nicer to like, um, it's nicer having an audience to hear you just being weird or having fun, just being by yourself and just like, going in circles. Hey, hmm.
No, I can read what you say. I just don't respond to it. There's not much I can add to what you say. It's why I was being driven up a wall in that little Hangouts call. No, no. Let us begin. No. Let us begin the fun story. God damn it. Hi. Hello, lads. Good evening, lads. My name is Unknown. Oh, yeah. It's done. Here's my first emote. This is the picture I'm going to be using to express myself. Hello, everybody. I finally got finished with this picture. Now let's go on Neil really wants Smiley Bee Insanity to come out, but I was kind of hoping to stream with Neil while I was drawing it. But Neil's connection is like so bad that I can't have him here. But I can't complain. If I have been muted, I will make like 50 accounts. I'm just gonna block off 50 accounts then. What kind of something here I could do? It was called oops. Wow. TMP would be a lot darker if that's a little unnerving to stare at. It's the shading is there, but the color's just like it's like something just walked in there and just like sucked the life out of the characters. They're still having fun, but wow. Wow. It just huh. Now you can see how important color is to TMP. There it is. So when I found out you can use, wow, God, the shit. I learned that the shading looks like that when I use that little filter. I kind of like it, but it makes everything so. It just changes it to black. Instead of being that colored shading I see a lot, it just all becomes blackish. I kind of like it, but I don't like it because it like being TMP use. See? Vibrant colors. Mustard. Check. Crackers. Check. Mustard. Man. What was I gonna? Oh, right. Was I gonna make? What was I gonna make? I can work at that emote. Or I can work on one of the combos. So, I think tonight I'm gonna play another episode of Pokemon Fire Red. But if anyone would like if anyone would like me to get a certain Pokemon for tonight's episode, please say so. The current Pokemon I'm able to get at the moment, and I'm sorry for anyone that might be watching the stream later. I apologize. I'm sorry. The Pokemon I'm going to be able to capture this time are Caterpie, Kakuna, Metapod. All right. Let me just put it this way. I can get Pikachu, Caterpie, Pidgey, Rattata, Mankey, and Weedle. Is there anything else I can catch? No. The next Pokemon after that will be Magikarp, Geodude, and Zubat, along with a Clefairy. As far as the fossil records go, as far as fossil Pokemon go, I'm gonna go with Kabuto rather than Omanite because I like Kabuto. I like Kabuto's evolution to Kabutos or whatever it is. So I'm gonna go with that fossil instead. Other than that, there's not really any. Oh yeah, and there's Paris. or Parasect. After that, the Pokemon that we'll be following up is Ekans. And oh man, I'm totally gonna try to catch that Meowth. I totally love Meowth for the ability Payday, most attack Payday. All right, but it'll take me like 3 or 4 episodes to get to that point, to get to the Ekans part. So in tonight's episode, I'll be able to try to catch. In tonight's episode, I'm going to try to catch that Pokemon. I'm going to be trying to catch what is it? I'm going to definitely try to catch a Pikachu, along with a Mankey and Pikachu, Mankey, Weedle, and Caterpie. Other than that, other than that, I'm also going to pick up that Magikarp and turn it into a Gyarados, or try to at least, because I like suffering. Mm-hmm. So yeah, those are the Pokemon that yeah, but those are the current Pokemon I'm able to I'm able to get. Hmm. Very curious. But yeah, that's gonna be my main team. I'm gonna have a caterpillar, a moth, I think, or a bumblebee, a caterpillar, a bumblebee, a mouse, a monkey, and a plant as my current team for Pokemon Fire Red. Oh yeah, and a fish. The useless fish. It becomes a badass. Why am I forced to watch this ad? Okay. Hmm. Oh, finally it is done. Murder. I think if I think I might I think I might make this my new emo, my new profile pic, because it's just Tiger. But it's getting rather late on my end, but I think I might be closing up the stream soon, if not like within the next 10 to 20 minutes. So, thank you, Alpha, for being here for so long. It means a lot. And Neko, wherever you are. Huh. But if anyone's curious about what I'm going to be doing after this, I'm going to be recording the next episode of Pokemon Fire Red, or Tiger Plays Pokemon Fire Red. Up next is going to be the episode of Pokemon Fire Red. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to sketch the fan art of Alpha all grown up, Silver Wolf Gamer hugging Lucy, and what else was this? What was that? Was there anything else I was supposed to draw? Oh yeah, and I'm gonna keep working on Spelevy Insanity while working on this new animation. I don't know where this animation's heading, but given that my art style again is shifting toward a new look, like this, then I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm all burnt out. Okay. Thank you for sticking around for as long as you did. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and I wouldn't be streaming if it wasn't for you guys. I just be another voice on the interwebs, not talking to the viewers. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.